Hello friends, hope you're having a great day, and I am here in downtown Honolulu. Usually I do these after work because I'm already in town, so I don't have to waste gas going back and forth, but we are going to Irifune, and if you ever heard of it or it sounds familiar, they used to be on Kapahulu Avenue, and I'll show an old picture of it near Uncle Bo's, but I've never been there. They're now in the middle of downtown, so here I am. This is Mililani Street. So if you're not familiar, this is kind of like, if you go that way, this is South King Street, Iolani Palace is that way, and this is the next block over. If you turn around, this is, I believe, towards Kaka'ako and the cemetery over there, and Punch Bowl Street, like the courthouse and all that. So I'm showing you this, so if you're interested or you're ever here, you can see the direction of where you go. There's lots of street parking. That's where I parked, on Punch Bowl Street. Usually you can park on, Mililani Street. This is, I believe, Queen. I might be wrong, but this is Mililani. I went down there and there was a couple of stalls open, but they had permits on there and it said towaway zone because they're renovating this building right here, and it's permitted parking. I guess they bought those stalls or renting them for the construction trucks, so I couldn't park there. There's also a food truck here, if you can see. I believe it's Nikki's Lunch Wagon, so there's options there to eat for the office workers. But we're going down here, Mililani Mall, and Irifune is over there for some Japanese plate lunch. Actually, on that street, you see all the street parking, but for the month you can't park there. There's people there at the lunch wagon. So the parking's super close, and you just cross the street here if you want a plate lunch. The timing this month is just not correct because of the permitted parking there. But it's not too far of a long walk. So here it is, the entrance, right after I cross the street, Irifune. All right, so that's the seating area of Irifune. I like the little thing that says "Shut up and eat." Been here since 1974, not here, but like I said, on Kapahulu. I met a very lovely lady, Marianne. Shout out to you. We had a good time talking story. I was behind her ordering and she was in front of me, and she told me she watches my video, so thank you, Marianne. I had a nice time talking to you while we waited for our food to be done. So I'm going to take this to the car because it's pretty crowded still, and we'll talk about the hours and the food. All right, friends, we're going to start off with the first plate lunch. I got two to show you, but they have a bunch of different options, and not the cheapest plate lunch, but I guess it speaks volumes. It was crowded in there, and they close early at 2 p.m. So they're only open at 11, I believe, till 2 p.m. So lunch hours for the office workers here. So right now it's almost the end of 2. So it's still crowded, and they're still pumping out dishes even though they close soon. So this is the ebi combo, which is shrimp. So it's like a shrimp fry, she said. It's not a tempura because it has panko. It comes with, I'm assuming, a dipping sauce, a nice fresh salad made out of romaine with a wedge of lemon, and she called it sashimi, but this is not what you would think sashimi is. It's kind of like cooked a little bit, like a rare cooked ahi, and some rice. So let's dig into it. Smells amazing. I guess if you go over some cons, most local people, they love their mac salad. You don't get a choice of mac salad. Doesn't bother me though, since I don't really eat it much. But it is a healthy option. They have unagi bowls and chicken karage and all kind of Japanese stuff. So something for everyone there. This is the shrimp. Looks nice and crispy. You get 3 pieces and dip it in the tartar sauce. I forgot to add, I did Squeeze a little bit of lemon on there. Nice and crispy and fresh. Tartar sauce, you can see some relish in there, but it's not too prominent of a flavor. I wouldn't say there's a lot of shrimp in there, but it's nice and crispy. There's a little bit more breading than shrimp, but it's fresh and clean tasting. I like it. It's not greasy. All right, let's try this sashimi. This dipping sauce is on the bottom with some shredded daikon. So let's dip that in there. As you can see, it's not totally raw. The outside has a little bit of a cooked appearance. I don't think they did cook it. It tastes lemony, kind of like ceviche. So I think maybe the lemon or some citrus cooked the outside a little bit. That's actually really nice, and it's very tender. It just melts in your mouth. Some daikon. So I don't know if it's like a ponzu sauce because it's mixed with the shoyu, and it actually tastes really good. Very interesting. Pair it with some rice. All in all, very clean flavors, classic Japanese, not fishy, doesn't smell weird. The sauce is really nice. I wish they gave more soy sauce though, or gave you a packet of it, but there is no other packet. It's whatever they put on the bottom. The rice is cooked perfect. It also has some different grains in there. Doesn't really quite look like brown rice, but it's a totally different type of darker grain in there, mixed with white rice. And we'll try the salad. I don't think there's any dressing on there. There's a little bit of sprinkles of corn on there. There is a dressing on it, a very light, vinaigrette. Not too sour at all, mostly olive oil, but also fresh greens. You get lots of it, so it'll fill you up. Actually, I'm finding the salad, the more I eat it, very appetizing because it doesn't have that strong vinegar flavor, but you do taste something there. I like it. All right, next up is their popular item and most expensive. It is the Seared Ahi steak with a garlic caper sauce. Comes with a slice of lemon as well. Looks like some sauteed green beans, the same salad here, and some rice. Looks like some spinach on the bottom as well. The spinach, however, looks like some garnish on the bottom, but still edible, and there's a lot of shredded daikon on the top, which is fine with me because I like it as well. I like when it starts soaking in the sauce of whatever you're eating. So let me move everything so you can see the ahi steak, because the beans and the daikon are covering it. So yeah, that's pretty much what the steak looks like. I do see the capers on there. I am a big fan of capers. So that looks great, and it's seared very nicely. Okay, time to dig in. Let's take a piece of this ahi. A little bit of rice. I can see why this is popular. That is buttery and delicious, and I'm not talking about just the sauce is buttery, because it is, but the meat is almost like melt in your mouth. It's still cooked all the way through, so it's not too rare. I don't see any red spots on there, but yeah, they didn't overcook it where it gets dry, because sometimes ahi can get really dry if you overcook it, but it's still got a nice sear on the outside, so it gives it flavor. And when you pair it with the rice, wow, that's really good. And the capers, I just like the taste of capers. It's hard to describe. It's kind of sour, but it's not. And I like how they kind of pop in your mouth like savory boba. Let's try a green bean. So you get about 3 of these string beans. That's good too. It really soaked up the butter sauce. So let's squeeze some lemon on top and try it like that. The lemon and the butter and the capers just go well together. Super yummy. And when they put the hot fish on top of the spinach, it kind of cooks it, and it just soaks in that butter. So that's good too. I will say this is a very good dish. It is quite pricey, and like I said, I'm not going to go over price. You can look it up yourself. I did take a picture of the menu so you can pause it, but it is one of their popular items, and it does taste wonderful. It is kind of on the smaller end piece of a slice of ahi, but it's also not too small. I would say it's a medium piece, but I think it would still keep me full if I ate this whole plate. And the ahi's super meaty, so not dry, goes really well with the rice. And then after, when you have leftover rice, you can just sop it up with the butter sauce. So all in all, I really enjoyed both plates. I really liked the garlic ahi steak. That was, wow, the sauce is good. If you like lemon and butter sauces and capers, stuff like that, you'll definitely enjoy it. If you do work in the downtown area, it's an option to walk to if you're close by here to get a plate lunch. And that plate lunch will fill you up, I think. Would fill me up, but wouldn't give you like the kanak attack, because it's fish, it's a little lighter, yet it's not dry because they cook it really well. Even though it has butter on it, most of it is kind of light with the veggies and the green beans and the daikon. So a very nice meal. If you're looking for something more fried or heavier, they got the ebi plate that I showed you, but that one only has 3 pieces of shrimp, so I don't know if that would get me full. I really wanted to try their hamburger steak, but I didn't see it today, unless I'm blind, because I got kind of sidetracked. But if you're interested in hamburger steak and you want to compare that to Hamada's general store, they kind of do the same Japanese type hamburger steak, where they put the not a shredded, but like a grated daikon on there with the gravy. So that looked really good in the pictures when I was doing my research on this place. So if you're into that kind of Japanese hamburger, they do offer it here sometimes. Otherwise, I think I would have got it today, but I don't know. I got to look back at the video and see if that was on the menu, but I was just kind of glancing and kind of in a rush to hurry up and get my food. So hopefully you like that. If you're into Japanese plate lunches and something a little lighter to eat, definitely check out Irifune here on off of Mililani Street and Queen Street in the heart of downtown Honolulu, near Punch Bowl Street, kind of near all the courthouses, like the federal courthouse and all that. And near the HGA building is another landmark. Parking, if you come, I came around late lunch hour, not really a problem. I parked on Punch Bowl, and it's a really short walk. You just cross the street. Or if you're super lucky, you can get parking on Mililani Street if they're not doing the construction anymore. Or you could park, you could find parking also in the metered stalls at the post office, because it's right behind there. So hopefully that was helpful to you. If you want a new place to eat for lunch, remember they're only open for lunch, so not dinner, and they're only open during the weekday, not the weekend. So kind of hard for people that want to try it on their day off. But you know, if you're in the area, go grab you a plate lunch, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, press the like button, or if it was interesting, press the like button. It helps the channel out. Comment if you want, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again on another food adventure next week. And you know, I'm still thinking about what to do for the 10K video. I didn't do a 5K. I was explaining to a viewer's comment. They were wondering if I was going to do anything. Usually I don't do anything. I thanked everybody, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do a Q&A. I'm not sure. If you do have a question, just put it down there. But I think I answered most personal questions in the 3K video. So if you're interested in that and you're kind of new to the channel, you can look back and watch that, and hopefully it answers some questions. But I'm not going to answer too personal questions, because I think whatever I answered there should suffice. Just for privacy reasons. I'm kind of actually a private person if I don't know you, and I don't want to put it out there in public. But it doesn't have to be totally objective as far as a question. Like, you can ask me what my favorite thing was or stuff like that, but as far as like where do you live, career, stuff like that, I think it's been answered in the other one, and I'm not going to go too much into that stuff, like specific details. So we'll probably do that, and maybe you can ask what the plans are for the future, etc., stuff like that. So until next week, I'll see you again. Have a blessed weekend. Take care, everybody, and enjoy yourselves. Hope you find something good to eat this weekend and the upcoming week after that. So have a great day. Aloha.